Today we're talking about the new documentary on Netflix, Biggie. I've got a story to tell, so let's get started. Welcome, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming videos. This documentary features rare footage filmed by Christopher Wallace's best friend, Damien D. Rock Butler, and interviews with his closest friends and family, revealing a side of Biggie Smalls that the world never knew. Question of the video: what is your favorite Notorious B.I.G. song? Let me know in the comment section down below, and there you can find my answer. One thing that you may not know about me is that I'm a big fan of hip-hop. Old school hip-hop, new hip-hop, rap, trap, I listen to it all. And so I was very excited for a documentary about the Notorious B.I.G., Christopher Wallace, Biggie Smalls. I love his music, and so I was excited to see a documentary, any kind of documentary surrounding Notorious B.I.G., Tupac Shakur, all of the old school hip hop artists. I'm there watching it, and so this was an immediate watch for me. I know a lot about Christopher Wallace's life. I've watched a lot of documentaries, and so a lot of this is not new to me. But I really like how this documentary was structured because it does focus a lot on Christopher Wallace, also a lot of his friendships that he built in New York City throughout the years when he first started on the hip hop scene and becoming very popular, and then his time in California leading to his unfortunate death in the 90s. I think this film benefits from interviewing both his mother and Diddy as well, two people who knew him very well. I was afraid that it would just be a documentary about Biggie Smalls and just having footage and kind of having some voiceover. It interviews a lot of people that were close to Christopher, so it does provide more. So it provides a more touching look at the rapper, not just like his biggest hits and all of the songs that he sang, all the music that he created. It focused a lot more on like who he was and his relationship with his mother and his daughter as well, and his wife and all of his friends along the way. They all had a chance to share what they loved about him and how he affected their lives. So it had that nice touch to the documentary that I feel was like lacking from other documentaries that I've seen about Notorious B.I.G. It starts from when he became really popular and he signed with Diddy and created a lot of songs and blew up on the scene, and everybody was listening to his music. He became very popular, and then also focused a little bit on the beef between him and Tupac Shakur, and then going to California, and then ending with his death in the 90s. It's got a good pace and a good structure from kind of like not beginning from when he was born, but when he first became popular. In this documentary, it has a lot of rare footage that D-Rock was filming, and you see a lot of times when they were in hotel rooms or getting ready for shows at certain venues that he was filming a lot. So a lot of this footage is just real footage of them hanging out, and I really like seeing all of that because you really get to see how he was behind the scenes of his concerts and created music, and you really get to know him on a personal level within this. And he did have a troubled past, and they do explain a lot about that. Him dealing with drugs and his relationship with his mother and how she did not care to listen to his music at all. It also interviews his grandmother and his uncle in the film. There's a lot of people within here that do share their opinions and their stories and all of the fond memories they had with him. So it does focus on all of the music that he created, all of the popular music from Notorious B.I.G. If you do listen to hip hop or if you heard a Biggie Smalls song, they do focus a lot on that. And like his first song that made him blow up and everybody listening to it on the radio, and then creating his most popular music down the road. But I think the best part about this documentary, not learning all about Biggie Smalls and like he was born at this time, and then he did this, and then he signed with Diddy, and then he did this and created this song and became popular, and then he died at the end. It focused a lot on the much more smaller aspects of his life and how he felt about becoming a father and his mother with cancer. There's a lot of those smaller moments in here that make this a more personal documentary to Biggie Smalls, who's very big in the hip hop industry and inspired a lot of rappers now. Everybody kind of knows him from just the media, but this was a chance to get to know him on a smaller level and the friendships that he created throughout the years. And it did seem like very genuine friendships, and listening to how Diddy speaks about him. And I've listened to a lot of Diddy songs, and he always talks about Biggie Smalls and how he misses him. And so you really get to feel that connection he had with Biggie Smalls and how much love his mother had for him. And so I think that was just the best part of this documentary, is just learning how other people felt about Christopher Wallace and how he impacted their lives, while also getting the glimpse of the concerts and how popular he was, and the creation of a lot of his popular songs, like his song Hypnotize and Big Papa, and his album Ready to Die as well. Kind of all the creation of those, which is always nice to see how he was inspired, and all of his thoughts about music. And his Ready to Die album was very personal, and he talked about like suicide in there and all of the struggles that he had. So we see all of the personal moments that went into creating certain albums that we know. So Biggie, I've Got a Story to Tell was a good documentary. I love watching documentaries, more so of last year and this year, being at home with the pandemic. I just kind of been starting to watch a lot of documentaries, but I'm always interested in a documentary about artists that I enjoy. And so I've seen a lot of Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur documentaries, but this is a good one. I really did enjoy it, and how it focused on the friendships that he created and how he affected a lot of people's lives, and just had a chance to come and share their stories, and it felt like a genuine documentary about the love for Notorious B.I.G. I'm gonna go ahead and give Biggie, I've Got a Story to Tell, a B+. Thank you guys for checking my review for Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell, new documentary about the American rapper. Have you guys seen it by chance? Let me know what you thought about in the comment section down below. Stay tuned for more up and coming content. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.